Welcome back. You're watching NewsX. My name is Vineet Malhotra. Another chilling piece of evidence has emerged in the Delhi blast case. A self-shot video recorded by Umar Nabi has come to light. Just after the 10th November attack, investigators had noted that Umar Nabi, the driver of the blast-hit car, did not follow the usual pattern of a suicide car bombing. He did not ram the car into a target or crash it intentionally. The blast near the Red Fort did not follow the typical modus operandi of suicide bombers who aim to inflict maximum damage. Agency sources also said that the bomb was premature and not fully developed. The explosion did not create a crater and no shrapnel or projectiles were found. The car was still moving when the blast occurred and the IED was not capable of causing heavy casualties. After scanning more than 1,000 CCTV cameras across Delhi from the Badarpur toll plaza to the Red Fort, investigators now know that Umar Nabi covered nearly 150 kilometers in 7 hours, circling the city, possibly searching for a location that would cause maximum loss of life. From the morning of the 10th November, Umar traveled from the Faridabad border into central Delhi and then moved across east, west, north and northeast Delhi. The Delhi police has now mapped his multiple detours. Around 8 am, the I-20 entered Delhi through the Badarpur toll plaza. Umar refueled at a petrol pump on NFC Road near Modi Mill. At 8:31 am, CCTV captured his car at Ashram Chowk. At 8:35 am, he turned towards the DND and was seen near the Nizamuddin police station at 9:17 am. From there, he moved towards India Gate, Rail Bhavan and Kartavya Path and then proceeded towards West Delhi via Safdarjung Enclave and Ring Road. From South Extension, his car was recorded near Dhaula Kua. It then moved through Narayana, Rajori Garden, Pritampura and Jahangirpuri. His car crossed Connaught Place at 2 pm and via Barakhamba Road reached near Ramleela Maidan at 2:17 pm. He parked near the Faiz-e-Ilahi Masjid and stepped out. At 3:29 pm, he moved towards the Red Fort parking area and waited there for nearly 3 hours before driving to the Red Fort traffic signal at 6:50 pm, where the car exploded. All these detours point to one thing. He was waiting for the right time and the right place to carry out his plan. This was not a continuous drive. Umar took breaks, including chai breaks, and even stopped in parking lots. Near the Faiz-e-Ilahi Masjid, he stepped out of the car and spent around 15 minutes inside the mosque. This deliberation and this calmness, carrying a premature bomb in the back seat and driving around some of the most tightly secured areas of Delhi like Kartavya Path and India Gate, parking the car near police stations, leaving the bomb-laden vehicle at street corners to sip chai, shows the confidence of a man absolutely convinced of his mission. The same mindset is visible in the video now recovered. The video is 1 minute 20 seconds long. In it, Umar says that suicide bombing is a misunderstood concept and is actually a martyrdom operation. He adds that it is acceptable in Islam. I want to remind viewers to be cautious as we are. Just quoting him. In the video, Nabi speaks in English. His language is polished and accented. He struggles to complete sentences, not due to a language issue, but because he seems to be searching for the right words to express a pre-planned thought. Towards the end, he rambles that during a suicide bombing, one cannot determine the place or timing of death, and after attempting to frame his thoughts, he stops the recording. To clarify, this is an updated video. We do not know when or where it was shot, but it clearly predates the blast and appears to have been recorded when Umar was trying to radicalize or indoctrinate someone. The video is shot in daylight. Umar is wearing a grey t-shirt and a lapel mic. The mic suggests he regularly recorded himself or attended video calls where he had to speak into a microphone. A table is seen to his right with scattered items. The chair from the table is missing. Maybe the chair Umar is sitting on is the one from the table. A black jacket hangs behind him. A grey steel almirah with what appears to be a barcode is visible, and many colleges with hostels use barcodes on almirahs for inventory tracking. Umar is also looking everywhere, but in the camera, he is looking up, maybe trying to think. There is a door behind him and a mirror on the side of him. As he ends the recording, he turns the camera and a half-open door and a balcony can be seen. This video comes after Delhi blast. Co-conspirator Jasir Bilal also known as Danish, was arrested from Srinagar on the 17th of November 2025. Bilal revealed that he was the first choice for the suicide attack but refused. A political science student, Bilal had been radicalized for a suicide attack since 2023 by Umar, but when he was asked to carry out the attack this year, he refused, saying suicide was a sin in Islam. Bilal said he met the terror module at a mosque in Kulgam in October 2023. He was taken to a rented accommodation near Al-Falah University in Faridabad, where Dr. Umar, an assistant professor, spent months brainwashing him for a suicide mission. He later cited two reasons for refusing the role of the suicide bomber: his financial condition and his belief that suicide is forbidden in Islam. The module initially planned to use him as an overground worker, but Umar insisted he should be the suicide bomber. After Bilal refused, Umar is believed to have taken up the role himself and drove the explosive-laden car that detonated near the Red Fort. As the investigation progresses, more chilling details continue to emerge, and we will talk about this with our guest. Joining us on the platform is Dr. Jayanti Datta, clinical psychologist, who is with us on the program. Dr. Datta, appreciate you being here with us. What really surprises me about this whole thing is that how do you come to be radicalized as an educated person? How do you come to be completely in awe of what the other person is saying to an extent where you are ready to kill yourself? Can you explain that to us and our viewers in layman terms?
Yeah, it's a very lengthy process. And what happens is there is a very kind of a rigid and perseverance required to follow it up. There are agents, who are appointed to find out who can be radicalized. It's not done at random. Brainwashing is not a very easy task. It's a very systematic, routine procedure. You have to be very, very careful. You have to find out who are the ones who are vulnerable. What these agents do is, since I've been teaching this to the academy also, CBI Academy, as well as Detective Training Academy of Government of India, and what happens, they go to the congregations, especially the religious congregation, like mosques or some community celebration, wherever this is happening. And this they are targeting, they take a judicious precision in targeting and selecting who are the ones who are vulnerable, and they make it a point to find out who come from a very kind of humble background but are intelligent and are doing well. They have an acceptance, they are alert, affable, and it's not done just once. They select, they target, they convince, they do favors, they render favors to the person, and they also appoint some kind of volunteers from their community, from the neighborhood, who will be kind of saying something good to them about the person, the agent who chooses them. And then the procedure starts. They start inviting them out to their own places, and they render a lot of reinforcements, and they assign small tasks, which are not terror related but community related, and they very happily do it. And there is a rapport which is built with the agent and the targeted group. And then from this single person, the other related friends, the other related peer group people are picked up. And then there is a twist about grooming them on the basis of religion. Lot of people I'm listening to on the media about this terrorists' body language, I don't agree with them, because I feel suicide bombing and martyrdom don't go together. They are not the same thing. And if you really look at his body language, even his verbal deliberation, it's so halty. He's not very confident, but seems to be resigned. And this happens when you have been totally brainwashed and you have no choice. Look at this other boy who was rounded up, and his father killed himself. Like he immolated, he poured petrol or something, and he lit fire. Now, this kind of isolation, emotional isolation, is also done by these agents, in the name of the God, in the name of the religion. Now, how much They know about it, nobody challenges. And this goes on for a longer time. And then the assignments are given always with reinforcement. Like you see the lady who has been promised that she always wanted to go out. She got divorced also because she has higher ambitions to settle down abroad. Am I audible? Am I audible?
You are, ma'am. You are.
Okay, so Dr. Sahin wanted to settle down abroad. Now, that was the prime motivator for her. And you know what happens? Why these medical professionals are very easy to grab them? Because when you go as a patient to the medical professional, you are already vulnerable. And then, if you have the same kind of community, the doctor speaks the same language and has a standing kind of, they were all from Al-Falah. Al-Falah University. And my surprising thing is, if it was happening in Faridabad for such a long time, why it did not bother our vigilant officers. And you see these kind of thing, whether it is trafficking, whether it is terrorism, they cannot survive alone. It happens within your community. So you have to find out. Now the threat has not gone away. In Delhi also, my suggestion would be, please have a vigilante for those pockets which are crowded with these kind of things. Long back, couple of years back, I was in Old Delhi, and I speak Urdu convincingly well. And I asked some people, they don't seem to be from Delhi. This group seems to be speaking Arabian language. And so the gentleman says, yes, yes. I said, agar police raid karegi to, because I was speaking Urdu, he thought I am from one of them. He said, चांदनी चौक में हमारे पास बहुत जगह है छुपाने के लिए, हम छुपा लेंगे, किसी को नहीं पता चलेगा. Now these are the pockets, where you should be more careful. And as I said, without reinforcement, without this kind of longitudinal thing, they don't pick up Tom and Dick. They are very, very careful whom they pick up and how they are convincing. And there is a follow-up. The follow-up also comes with a threat.
Fair enough, ma'am. Fair enough, ma'am.
Yes.
I appreciate your thoughts and I appreciate your perspective as well. You've
Thank you.
straightened a lot of things out for us and our viewers as well. Appreciate that. We take a short break now. Be right back.